What is up, everyone? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you today. Big Tony, you beautiful son of a gun. You're a sight for sore eyes. How we doing, brother?
It's been a few days, man. I had to miss yesterday, but we had some other plans.
Well, you know what? How can I miss you if you don't go away, right?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
good to have you back, brother. All right, now, Big John Kelly, new member. My dude, Big JK, if you need anything, you let me, the crew know. Big Zach Phelps in the chat. Get you all set up. Anybody. All right. John, welcome in, and good to see everybody. Matt says game time. Hell yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, baby. All right, Tony, go ahead and start us off, man. What you got?
All right, man. I got two plays today, man. I'm going. I know Matty Ice is on this, so it makes me even feel better. But Jackson Torrio over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. The man's on fire. He's 5 for six, 7 in the series. Just smashing the ball. In the 2 games in the series, he has 5 hits, 6 RBIs, 2 runs. So I mean, I like for him to get this pretty easily. Also, against Talion, he's 7 for 13. And here's the great thing about it: no walks and only 1 strikeout. So he puts the ball in play. So we got a chance for those numbers to happen. Next, I'm going Brewers Cubs over 6.5. This is a low number. I looked at the season total: 9 of 13 have went over this number, and the 2 in the playoffs have both gone over this number. So I'm going to jump on that, just being such a low total. Also tonight, man, just can't wait for that Yankees game. Can't wait to see what Cam does. So can't wait to watch it. I just don't have a play on it.
Buddy, hey, I feel you. Look, all right, so first off, well done. Okay, great job as always, my man. Love these picks. Nice work. All right, so these are the 3. I had these in the morning, and I feel you. I'm the exact same way. I don't know who to take to win these games today, right? I'm going to go with the Mariners. Yeah, go ahead. Where you say?
Yeah, no, I agree because, how quick is Cam going to get pulled if he's in a little trouble?
Yep, 100%, man. So look, I'm going to go the Mariners team total over 4.5. The Tigers are going to bring it today. I trust that the Mariners are going to score runs, but that doesn't mean that the Mariners are going to win that game. You know what I mean? So I feel the Mariners here, just in terms of team total here. Blue Jays, Yankees over 8. Look, you said it. I'm right there with you. It's going to be a hell of a game. And the Phillies team total over 3.5. Minus 115. Again, that is nothing against the Dodgers. Dodgers are up 2-0 in that series, but Phillies backs against the wall. I think they're going to do it, at least in terms of runs. So we're going to play that there. We also have the Cubs and the Brewers over 5.5 today. If you played the parlay from yesterday, there we go. Now, Jason said, let's go Tigers. There we go, man. There we go. Avi said, go ahead. What are you going to say?
Hey, I saw Brian said happy hump day. It might be happy dunk day in Seattle.
Right. Now, all right. So real quick, my boy David Burke. All right, David Burke. Old Davey, as we call him. Guy I trust. Hell, I played football with this guy and basketball coming up. He just texted me and said, Casey Mize over 3.5 strikeouts plus 105. Davey, I'm riding with you. Let's go. You like it? I like it. Let's get it. All right. Big Tony, we're going to jump to the NFL. I'll let you bounce out. Any final thoughts before we go?
Yeah, no, man. Just can't wait to watch these 4 games, man. It should be fun. Tomorrow night should be a fun Eagles game. See what they got in store. I think they're going to bring it, though.
Yeah, I think that they are, too. That guy says Jackson Churio hit runs at RBI, minus 147 now. Move that line quick. Look at you, Tony.
I got it like 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning. I jumped on that when I was looking at the analytics. I was just like, holy crap.
Big Tony moving the line, baby. I like it.
All right, man. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Sounds good, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, see you, bro. Big thanks to our man, Tony, man. Appreciate you there. All right, so that's baseball. Let me put them back up here one more time. So I'm on the Mariners team total over 4.5. Blue Jays, Yankees over 8. Phillies team total over 3.5. Big Tony is on Jackson Churio over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs minus 125. And the Brewers and Cubs over 6.5. I'm also jumping on Casey Mize over 3.5 strikeouts plus 105. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Tizzle. Playoff baseball is awesome, but how about 49 days of football starting today? Nice, isn't it? I know. It's real nice. Slick Rick said Saquon anytime TD Philly money line -110. I like it. Okay, so you know what? Let's jump to the NFL. Speaking of that, now for anybody watching, not live, this is recorded on Wednesday. All right, so I don't have player props yet, but we do need to jump into the NFL. We do it each week, Wednesday afternoons at 3 p.m. Eastern, because we just want to go ahead and set the plate. We've got all week to hit on more plays and props and all that stuff, which we will, obviously, every day at 10 a.m. Eastern. That being said, though, yeah. Aubie, AB, did y'all have any leans on college football? Oh, yeah. I'll hit those after the NFL. I've got actually, I'll tell you what, let me do it before the NFL. How about we just do that? It's much easier. You talk about these right here? Florida State money line, Georgia money line, Texas A&M money line, UNLV money line, Tennessee money line, Liberty money line, LSU money line. Oh, are you talking about college football for this week or college football for tonight? We've got Liberty on the money line tonight. Now, I'll say this. So, Middle Tennessee State, I'm like 10 minutes away from MTSU's campus, and they've got a game tonight. MTSU, not that good, 1-4, but we are on Liberty tonight. So we've got Liberty on the money line paired with Tennessee. Sorry, apologies, Aubie. I thought you meant for the week. Yeah. So Liberty tonight. That MTSU game, be careful with that, man. MTSU, I think MTSU is 1-4. I know that they're going they going through some things, as Master P would say. Yeah, it's been tough. So yeah, we're on Liberty tonight for sure. All right, let's jump into the NFL. Big Jared said, "Good afternoon, crew." Good afternoon, Jared. You beautiful son of a gun. It's good to see you, man. Big John, the Blue Raiders are buns. Yeah, they're having a tough year. Middle Tennessee, do you think they will cover the over 49.5? Actually, yeah. They'll give up a ton of points, but they'll score some too. Yeah, I actually don't hate that over 49.5. Tizzle, Eagles team total over 20.5 plus Scatabo. I love Scat Pack. 2+ catches at +102. Freddie Bear, please be careful with Middle Tennessee. Yes. Freddie Bear knows exactly what I'm talking about. Be careful with this team. You don't know what you're going to get. MTSU could come out tonight and cover that over by themselves or score 0 points, and neither would surprise me. I have no idea what you're going to. The coaches don't know what they're going to get every week. It's a little tough over there. I think this time of year it starts where we have a football game every day almost. Yeah. Like once we get the Tuesday games going, yeah, we're good to go. Millsy, Shamari Lawrence, anytime touchdown from Missouri State tonight, +125. Millsy, great look. Appreciate it. It's a huge look. Okay, let's jump to the NFL, week 6. All right. So, again, I don't have a lot to work with. This is recorded on Wednesday, so we will build this list through the week as we always do. But it's about what I've got to work with, so that's what we're going to work with. All right. Eagles money line, Lions money line, +180. Eagles coming off the loss there. Think they're going to bounce back. Now, it's going to be a tougher game than I think we might think. That being said, though, I do trust the Eagles here on the road. Short week, but get your job done. And we're going to take the Lions here. Sorry, Chiefs. I think the Lions are a better team. I'm going to put those together, +180. We'll talk about all these games, don't worry. Steelers money line, Cowboys money line. The problem, well, we'll talk in full, but the Steelers going up against the Browns. I think the Browns have a great defense. And I like Dylan Gabriel. I really like Dylan Gabriel. I have nothing against Shedeur Sanders now, right? Like it's calm down, all that, you know. Yeah. That being said, though, just give me Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers here. Literally, like The Browns feel like they've got all kinds of potential risks and issues and all kinds of stuff going on. Steelers just want to stay quiet, win the game, and I think they do. We're going to take them, pair it with the Cowboys. Money line, plus 120. I'll tell you what. Let me just read through the picks. Then we're going to go through the games because you don't want to hear the breakdown twice. But we're going to Steelers money line, Cowboys money line, Colts money line, Raiders money line, Eagles Giants. We're going to take it over 40.5. We're going to take the Cowboys Panthers over 49.5. John said AB going against the Titans again. Come on, AB. I know. I'm going with the Raiders, bro. That's a long trip. All right, let's jump into it. Eagles and the Giants here. Thursday Night Football. Eagles, you see it 6.5. Most places it's 7. Total of 40.5. Low total there. Yeah, Freddie Bear. Eagles play nonchalant sometimes. Yes, they do. It's kind of like the Eagles remind me of like, like a Southwest pilot that's been a pilot for like 25 years. Like that's what the Eagles feel like. Like they've done this over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? Like the Eagles feel like they just show up, got a job to do, and let's get the hell out of there. Sometimes it doesn't work for them, but they're a pretty damn good football team. Coming off a loss, it's going to be tough for the Giants. Now, Jackson Dart, play good. I like Scatterbo. But I'm going to roll the Eagles money line here. Now, you're going to get an Eagles team that's going to come out hot. I'll tell you that. First quarter, first half looks pretty good. Just because you're getting the Eagles off of a loss, right? You're going to get a motivated Eagles team. Like, that's the beauty about teams that play nonchalant. When they lose, we reset back to 0. You know what I mean? So this might be the week that you get a pissed off Eagles team. You're probably going to get that divisional game on the road. Yeah, it's kind of a perfect come to Jesus moment if you're a coach for the Eagles, because you're a really good football team. You don't lose a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to criticize a team that's 15-0. Like, I'm not saying that they're 15. I'm just using an example, right? But it's hard to get out there and scream and yell at everybody when you're pretty damn good and you know it. You know what I mean? So it's a good time for coaches to even them get on, a really good football team. It's a good moment because you'll get the Eagles' attention. Everybody be paying attention. Yeah. So anyways, I like the over in this game. I also like the Eagles on the money line. All right. Broncos and Jets. Broncos coming off that win over the Eagles on the road against the New York Jets. Jets 0-5. Denver 7.5-point favorite. Again, pay attention to that. That's on purpose. 43.5 total. And this game is in England. So it's 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Another England game. And they've got to be thrilled about the Broncos and the Jets. Now, the Broncos are playing really good football. And we just talked about the Eagles. You want to know something? The Broncos are like the Eagles Junior. You know what I mean? Like the Broncos, when they get to where they're going and the proverbial ceiling, the Broncos want to be the Eagles. The way they play defense, the way they play offense. And that's dangerous because they're pretty good. And they can pull that off. Now, the Jets, I give the Jets credit. They're feisty. Like, they're 0-5, but I'm not just blowing, smoke up their ass. Like, the Jets just don't have talent. Well, at least offensively, right? I like the Broncos to win this game. I'm damn sure not going to be playing any 7.5s. You can find a sucker somewhere else. I ain't doing that. But I would bring that number down. 7, 6.5, etc. Or Broncos money line in a parlay. That total's dangerous. 43.5. It can go either way on that. This could be a really low-scoring game. There could be a lot of defense played in this game. You know what I mean? So keep an eye there. All right, Cardinals and the Colts. Cardinals 2-3, Colts 4-1. Colts coming off that win over the Raiders there. Cardinals coming off the loss to Tennessee. Look, Tizzle said it best. The Arizona Cardinals are a mirror team. They will play up to their competition. They will play down to their competition. It's strange. It's really weird. They're like a chameleon, you know, except their surroundings are the opponent. So, I mean, I don't hate points in this game. Arizona's going to score. Indy's definitely going to score. We got the Colts on a money line parlay. Now, here's the other concern, though. Tizzle, bizarre football team. They are. They really are. And again, we don't say it as like, oh, the team sucks. We didn't say that at all. They're just a bizarre football team. It's strange, man. The Colts, look, they're 4-1. And let me say this. There's nothing on the field that says be careful about the Colts. Nothing. They're playing unbelievable football. But I'm just telling you, at some point, there's going to be a letdown game. There's no way that the Colts continue to. I mean, what are they going to do this for 17 weeks in a row? Scored 50 points? You know what I mean? But I also don't want to say, oh, it's going to happen right now. Because, again, nothing on the field or paper says to doubt anything about the Colts. You know what I mean? But we've played football. We've seen football. It's going to happen. The Colts are going to have a bad game. It's going to happen. Wolfsburg women just scored a goal. There we go. All right. Chargers of the Dolphins. My God, Chargers. Reeling here. 3-2. Dolphins 1-4. Dolphins playing better football. Chargers injuries. Let me tell you this. The Chargers schedule. Can anybody pull up the Chargers schedule for me? Because it feels like the Chargers have played either at home or the other side of the country every game this year. Literally, I don't have their schedule in front of me, but it feels like the Chargers are either flying 4 time zones away or they're at home. Like nothing in the middle. Chargers 4.5 point favorites on the road. Matt asks, who are we taking tonight for the WNBA crew? Yes, please. Pat, anybody else? Yeah, let me know. Addison lost to the Giants. Yeah, like I swear, like every trip is like 4 time zones for them. Chargers are banged up. There's a reason why they're losing. And the Dolphins are playing good football right now. They won at Las Vegas. All right, beautiful. All right, yeah, I was gonna say at least. That's not driving. Yeah, it's not far. Chargers played every Vegas. That's the closest. Yeah, there we go. Every other game is Eastern. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it feels like it, right? So that's a lot of travel, man. I understand you're on a private play. Like, I get it, but Dolphins plus 4.5 is not a bad play here. And I do think the Chargers are going to bounce themselves back, whether through, oppo attrition or just force of personality. I guarantee it's not pleasant out there in Los Angeles right now in the Chargers facility, right? But that really don't mean anything if the other team's going to go out and whoop you. Dolphins are live here. Be careful. Plus 4.5, playing at home. Tizzle, Miami, Tennessee, and Jacksonville. Next 3 road. I swear, the Chargers schedule, it's the weirdest quirk. And we're not complaining. I'm not even a Chargers fan, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, It's just really weird. It's really weird how the schedule just worked out that way. But I'm just telling you, watch out for the Dolphins. Be careful. That team is playing a little bit more inspired football here. All right, Patriots and the Saints. All right, Patriots coming off big win over the Bills. Mike Vrabel, I don't know what it is, but he just loves coaching against the damn Bills. On the road against the Saints. Saints beat the Giants. Saints get their first win of the year, 1-4. Patriots 3.5-point favorite. That's done on purpose. 45.5. That's done on purpose too. I like points in this game. I think New Orleans. What the hell's New Orleans got to be afraid of? You know, like I don't think that they're worried about winning the division right now. You know, just go out and just chuck it, play. I think the Patriots do the same thing. Now, Patriots aren't in the same boat, but look at that as well. You notice that on the Patriots, 2-0 on the road. This could be a fun game. This will be a fun game. I like the over 45.5. I'm not touching 3.5. No chance. Again, let me say something real quick. When I bring up these 3.5, 7.5s, like I do it for a reason. If you were just betting and being on the right side of those margins, I swear to God, you can make money doing that. It'll take time, right? Because, that's how sports betting is. It's not, fast money don't last. But I'm telling you, just playing the margins. And if I need to expand upon anything, and I don't mean that as like, hey, you don't get, like, I'm just saying if anybody's new, there have been many times where I haven't communicated things like properly, right? So if I ever need to expand on something, let me know. But what I mean, again, is like you see 3.5, right? Well, think how football scored 3s and 7s. The books do this on purpose. They absolutely, and I would too. It's not nefarious, right? Like it is what it is. But that 3.5, like think about it, man. The difference between 3 and 3.5 is another score, right? Or needing a touchdown instead of a field goal. So just if you're getting yourself into a rhythm of betting sports every day, learn the key numbers and practice, because it takes time. Practice getting yourself on the right side of those numbers. It's not always going to work. It's not something that's 100%, but I promise you, from having done this, I've been doing this before it was legal on TV, right? Like just being on the right side of your margins, I promise you. Yeah. Addison, Miss PAT's been throwing a wrench in that. Yeah, no kidding. That's another thing too. Yeah. All right. So anyways, I wasn't getting on a soapbox. It's just something that's helpful. Like just, filling your tank up with gas and every time you get down to a quarter of a tank, you put more gas in, right? It's kind of that theory. I can't run out of gas on the interstate if I always stay with some gas. You know what I mean? I can't get screwed by a bad hook if I always stay on the right side of the hook. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something you're going to be able to do every time. You're not. The books will price it out because they can price you two ways, either by the hook or the juice. And sometimes they'll outprice it on the juice where you can't. And sometimes you just got to walk away. But I'll say this too. What I've learned in sports betting is that a lot of times, man, it's the bets you don't take. I promise you, I have sat in these meetings with executives from sports books and a network at CBS Sports on all sides. I've sat in these meetings for years. They absolutely will put these numbers there. And number two, all right, you want to know the biggest thing that helps sports books? Overwhelming you with options. Why? Because when you open that app and you see all these numbers and all this stuff, dude, it's like walking in a casino. These are the same people. Don't forget that. They will use and do anything to get an edge. And I don't say that negatively. Welcome to the market, baby. And I love competition. But do it too, because they're doing it to you every time, right? And it's smart. I would do it too. It's not. We're not saying anything nefarious. We're not coming at anybody. We're just telling you what the game is. And that game right there is way more profitable than you might think. You know what I mean? So if you can get yourself on the right side and do it as a practice, I promise you'll notice. You will absolutely notice. All right. Browns and the Steelers. Look, the Browns going through a situation. Dylan Gabriel's now the starting quarterback. Joe Flacco traded to the Bengals. And that offensive line, good luck, pal. Going up against the Steelers. So we got the Steelers on the money line. Steelers 5.5 point favorite. Total of 38.5. Let me say, again, I am going. I like Dylan Gabriel. There's nothing negative that I have against the Browns. But it's a rivalry game. It's the Steelers. It's Mike Tomlin. It's Aaron Rodgers. I just lean on the Steelers finding a way to get this done. Seattle scored. So, yeah, I'm going to roll the Steelers. I'm not playing with the spread. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. No. Dude, Canzone hit a nailer. Canzone is on fire. This dude is just getting the job done, man. Kirk, thank you. Pat, thank you. All right, Cowboys and the Panthers. This is also going to be a really fun game. Cowboys are 3.5 point favorite on the road, a total of 49.5. Okay, number one, I like where both of these teams are. Right? I think vibes are all right. Now, the Panthers are getting some tough questions out there. But that being said, Bryce Young is not playing bad football. He's grading out much better than it probably looks. Freddie, who'll be the quarterback for the Browns? It'll be Dylan Gabriel will be starting. Yeah, Bryce Young can score. The Panthers can score. And the Cowboys don't know anything else but score. And Dallas, look, the reason why I like Dallas and I like betting with Dallas is Dallas is consistent. Dallas knows who they are. And let me say, that can absolutely give you an advantage in sports. If you know who you are, what you do well and what you very much do not do well, you can be dangerous. But I like points, and we're taking the over 49.5 in this game. Dallas, all they know is scoring. I mean, this team is scoring 30-something points a game. They also given 30 points a game. And Carolina at home can play. Like, this will be a fun game to watch. It might not mean anything at the end of the year. It might. Who knows? That being said, does the owner know who he is? But yeah, I like over this game. You're going to see some points in this one. Seahawks and the Jaguars. Jaguars coming off a big win over the Chiefs. Jags minus 1.5, total of 46.5. This is an interesting matchup. Seattle's going to want to run the football, but we know they're also going to throw. I mean, that's just their DNA. Look at the Jaguars, man. 4-1, 3-0 at home. And the Seahawks 2-0 on the road. What does that scream to me? Under. Yep, Kirk. Like the under, 46.5. My friend, I do too. That screams under to me. The running back props in this game will be good. I don't have them in front of me, so I don't have any numbers. Again, we're recording this on Wednesday, so I don't have them in front of me. But if I were looking at a skill position to bet props on, yeah, it'd be running the football here. ETN receiving yards, Seattle most allowed to running backs. There you go. Kirk, think that moves to 44.5. Probably so. I agree. That 46.5 is going to be gone. And it could go another one to 44.5. You're right. Rams and the Ravens. Rams 3-2. Ravens 1-4. What do you do with the Ravens? To me, like, this is the void. I there's so much risk in betting a Baltimore game right now. Boom. Let's go. I got to text him. Hold up. He just hit second inning. Davey, are you watching this? Hold up. You need to watch live. We're discussing this. Nice hit, bro. All right, there we go. That's awesome. All right, so yeah, I don't know what to do with the Ravens. If Lamar plays, that over 44.5 soars. Oh, God, yes. Soars. So, yeah, I mean, we have to wait. Again, it's Wednesday. We just need more. We need more information. You know, we just cannot make any kind of deciding call on it yet. Kirk, Puka overs? Yeah. Puka Nakua, 100%. I don't have any numbers in front of me, right? Like, in terms of his prop numbers, but yeah, the thought process, you're 100% right. Yeah. Titans and the Raiders. Here we go. Tizzle, you said take the Titans. I said take the Raiders. We both seem confident. John said AB hadn't worn a Titans hat. We need a T-Rack hat. You're right. Raiders 4.5-point favorites at home. Total of 41.5. I'll tell you the play on this game. I'll tell you the play right now. The over. Tennessee's going to score. The Raiders are going to score. This is going to be a high-scoring game. It might not mean anything. I'm telling you, it's going to be high-scoring. I think it's going to be fun. This week in the NFL could really be a nice opportunity to win some money. We've got some very random games. Gianti should play well. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, he will. Kirk, Raiders and Gianti over rushes. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm telling you, Cam Ward now, I don't know if anybody's in charge of Cam Ward. Like, what I mean by it is, kid, we don't know if this coaching staff's going to be here, but we know you are. So you just if it feels right, go do it. We trust you. I think that's where we're at. The annexation of Puerto Rico. Davey, are you watching now? Jump in the chat. We got Burke in the chat. Dude, you just nailed the bet live. Casey Mize over 3 strikeouts. Well done. Burke, you in the chat? Yeah, so Titans and Raiders, man, look. If you want to pick a winner, pick it, right? I don't trust it. Look at him. There he is. Burke. My boy just nailed that Casey Mize live. Davey, well done, buddy. My boy, I love him. Yeah. If you want to pick a winner in this Titans-Raiders game, if you like to live dangerously, live Moss, more power to you. But I like the over, 41.5. The Titans are going to score. And the Raiders are going to score. It'll be this really will be a fun game. Again, it probably won't mean a lot in the grand scheme of the 2025 NFL season. But yeah, Pat said, nice, Davey. Congrats. Hell yeah. There we go, Pat. Nice work. Davey crushed it live, boy. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Yeah, I like the over 41.5 there. All right. Bengals and the Packers. New quarterback, Joe Flacco. Yeah. Joe Flacco's doing that AFC North tour, huh? Has he played for everybody now but the Steelers? Bengals on the road, Packers. Packers are 14.5-point favorite. I go back to it. I know it's annoying, but I'll say it again. They do this on purpose. So, there's no way in hell I'm playing a 14.5. I mean, Here's the problem. Joe Flacco has been there for what, 3 days? Addison, some apps still have Flacco on a Colts jersey. They can't keep. I know. Like, Kirk, to be honest, this is positive for Chase having Flacco. Oh, hell yeah. Like, that'll definitely help him. Much more than Jake Browning, right? And okay, here's what I'm getting at. You've got a quarterback that's been there for 3 days. I don't care what your playbook looks like. It's hard to learn the playbook in 3 days and then practice it with all new teammates. What I'm getting at is that expect a slow start. Because here's the other thing. You've got terminology. And quarterbacks are smart dudes. They can pick up on a lot of stuff really quickly. It's amazing. But you can learn it. You still got to go out and do it. Timing. You know? I'll tell you what. Go right now. If you're at work, stand up at your desk, walk over and grab somebody else's car keys, one of your buddies, and go and just start their car and start driving. It takes you a second. You know what I mean? Like, where does the key go? How do I get the window? Like, it takes a second. You'll get it, but it takes a second, right? And I think that that's what Joe Flacco, like the Bengals are just going to be a simplified offense. And they're not going to go through heavy progressive checkdowns, right? Like, it's going to be a pretty simple game. And that's going to play right in the Packers. I like the under for that reason. I think there's going to be a lot of running the football. And I think the Bengals are looking at this saying, all right, we're probably going to get our ass kicked. But we can run the football, kill some clock, dissipate this, and Green Bay won't mind that. Matt LaFleur will let you do that. You know what I mean? Chicago Joe said, what's up? Hey, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Kurt, Packers first half. I completely agree. Think how hard it is for a touchdown scoring drive in the NFL. Flacco going to go do that on the first drive with people he's never met? It's going to take a minute. But yeah, Packers first half probably the best play here. All right, 49ers, Buccaneers. 49ers on the road. Okay, number one, give the 49ers credit. They've got a new starting quarterback every week. It's the same two dudes, but it's a new guy every week. And they're 4-1 and 3-0 on the road. Apparently, San Francisco is going to play every game on the road this year. But they're getting the job done. And that's a well-coached physical football team. Now, the Buccaneers, they also get the job done. 4-1, 1-1 at home. Bucks 2.5-point favorite, total of 47.5. So the Bucks are actually daring you to bet the 49ers with that 2.5 spread. Because think about it. Usually we would see Bucks 3.5, right? But they went the other way. And that's on purpose. They're daring you to bet San Francisco. They want you to bet San Francisco. They need you to bet San Francisco. Total of 47.5. Tizzle, Bucks, Niners shootout. I agree. 47.5 is an attainable number. Now, we can't make any definitive plays on it because we've got to find out the injury situation. San Francisco. So, as of Wednesday, we don't have any official plays. It's 3 now. Yep. Books are what people to bet San Francisco. People bet Tampa. They didn't fall for that. Yep. They didn't fall for that one. Yeah, we can't make any decisions on Wednesday. So it is what it is, but we'll continue and monitor through the week. Sunday night football on NBC. Lions and the Chiefs. Damn. It's going to be a game. Arrowhead. Chiefs 2.5-point favorites. Total of 51.5. Kirk, couldn't have said it better myself. The books want you to take the Lions minus 2.5, plus 2.5. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Tizzle, can you explain the logic on taking it 2.5? Doesn't make sense to me, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I'm saying take money line if you like the 2. Oh, I am too. We're saying the same thing. We're saying the same. Like, let me get another example up and we'll walk through it. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, you see me, I roll on money lines, but that the 2.5 to 3.5, what they're really trying to do. And let me say this, the books aren't always trying to win every bet. Let me explain what I mean. Because for them, remember this too, that this is a game of making money. But there are different ways to make money depending on who you are in this, equation. And what I mean by who you are you the bettor or are you the book? So what they're also doing is, and we'll just use Lions and Chiefs. I'm not saying this is what they're doing specifically for this game. But there's also money to be made for the books when they just get even money. You know what I mean? When they can just get even money. So sometimes they're saying, look, we know you're going to bet the Bucks minus 2.5, but we're going to put it out there because we need more money on Tampa, and then we're going to need money on San Francisco. You see what I'm saying? It's like a wave. And for them, there's safety and protection in even money. Because if you had all of it on one side, that's the risk for them. So, yeah, 100%. Tiz 2A actually makes sense. Yep, no doubt. And then remember how the Mafia, all right, go back to the numbers, all right? We're going to go a little La Cosa Nostra. So when they were doing the numbers, you'd say you had like a 10-man office in a bodega, right? And you're taking all these numbers and you start to see money just way too heavy in one area. You could start selling that off to other bodegas too. Now, I'm not saying that they're selling it off to other books, but yeah, like a lot of times it's not even about winning the bet. It's about getting the money even and right. And that's where the juice comes in. And they're like, we profit either way. Now we don't even care. Do whatever the hell you want. If they get the utopia, that's what they're looking for. If they get the utopia, that's where it's at. And unless something crazy happens, they can't lose. So Lions and the Chiefs. Yeah, again, look, I'm on the Lions here. I'm absolutely on the Lions here. It's nothing against the Chiefs. I know that they lost to Jacksonville, but look, the Chiefs are. I'll tell you, the Chiefs are. I'll give you. You want to know who the Chiefs are? The Chiefs are the same team they were last year. Except last year, remember, they went 9-0 in, or whatever the number was, in games that were like 3 points or fewer. Now they're not going 9-0 in those games, which was lucky to do that the first time. It's like fumbling in football, right? Say one year you fumble 9 times and you recover 7 of them. Okay, well, next year you fumble 9 times, you recover 1 of them. You know what I mean? Like, it just tends to even out. The Chiefs are the same guys they were last year. It's just tough. The NFL is a 3-point league, right? Lions on the road. This ain't going to be easy. And I'm not jumping on the over either. It feels like want to, but these are just 2 good teams, 2 good coaching staffs. Just, you get it all. It's going to be a great game. All I'm on so far is the Lions money line, but we'll have and add more as we go. All right, Monday night. Another Monday night 2-game night. So we will break down Bears and Commanders as we watch Bills and the Falcons. So we'll start here. Ian, the ball is oblong. Bills of the Falcons. Bills 3.5-point favorite. Notice that. 49.5. Bills favorite on the road. Buffalo coming off a loss. Atlanta, I got bad news, buddy. This would be a good game for a Bills team total. I don't know what to do with the Falcons. They're a weird football team. If anybody has any thoughts on Atlanta, I'd love to hear them. Anything about them. I think we all have a good idea of who Buffalo is. Yeah, losing the game, not great, but you weren't going to go undefeated. You don't want to. The loss are going to happen. You're 4-1. You're fine. I actually don't mind Buffalo with the spread, even though, again, we talk about it. I would get that 3.5 to a 3. Tiz, a lot of these spreads are passing key numbers. Teasers will be your friend this week. 1,000,000,000% yes, buddy. You're 100% right. Brian, definition of Atlanta, inconsistent. Agreed. And in sports betting, irregardless of the sport, I don't care if it when we're looking at this from sports betting, I don't care if a team is good or bad. I just need you to be consistent. If you're consistent, we could bet you one way or the other. But Brian's right. With Atlanta, it's not going to be good, but then you've got to decide what layer level you're going to get. I truly don't know, but I do know that you're going to get a pissed off Buffalo team. I know that. Look, again, work your numbers, your key numbers, get that 3.5 to 3. But I don't mind that for Buffalo. You notice some of these big teams, the Buffalo, the Bills, the Eagles, etc. Notice them this week. Teams that are coming off their first loss, let's pay attention to that, because that's going to be something that's going to be look at it. 4-1 Bills, 4-1. It's going to be kind of like that. 3-4 games they'll win, lose one. 3-4 games they'll win, lose one. Right? These little trends are where the money is. Pots of gold. So I want to pay attention to the Bills this week, and I want to pay attention to the Eagles this week. Both of them on the road too, and both of them in primetime games. So you're gonna get a little. I mean, they're not the same teams, but we're gonna get a little read here. We're gonna get a little read here. Freddie Bear, Bills team total 27.5. You know what the books are doing? Yeah. So you look at 27.5. All right. So 3 touchdowns is 21. 2 field goals is 24-27. You're going to need 4 touchdowns. But I think the Bills are there to do it. I think it's going to be a good game for the Bills. Bears and the Commanders. This is going to be a hell of a game. Bears 2-2. Commanders 3-2. Washington coming off big win all the way across the country against the Los Angeles Chargers. I love watching both these teams. I'm excited for this game. I'll say this. I think the under 50.5 is very in play. And I mean that as I think these two teams are going to try to clamp down defensively. Now, good luck. Both quarterbacks pretty damn good. But this feels old school football to me. This feels like an under game. Commanders 2-0 at home. Dan Quinn, defensive guy. I could see Washington trying to throw some things defensively at Chicago. Some really heavy looks. Try to get them in trouble. I'm not saying it's going to work. But that's what I would do. Brian, Bears defense stinks. Yeah, there's going to be some clock management worked into this game too. Pat, I like QB rushing yards. Yeah, me too. Yep. Joe, Bitt is really taking clock management seriously. Caleb slowing down a bit. Absolutely. And it's smart. I love it. I love it. Right? Like Ben Johnson's going to be a damn good football coach because Ben Johnson does things the hard way. And I respect that. He's slowing this thing down saying, look, I'm going to be here for a while. You're going to be here for a while. Let's do this the right way. I completely agree with how he's going about it because that's how you absolutely get better, not only as a coach, but as a quarterback. And I could see Washington agreeing to that, right? Some little terms of war. Washington will let Chicago run the football. They'll let them run the clock. You know what I mean? Because Washington's saying and thinking, okay, you're kind of a younger version of us. We're a little bit better right now. And if we shorten this game from 60 minutes to 10 minutes, we think we can dominate that 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Dan Quinn will take that. He's a conservative coach. I'm not saying he didn't take chances. He does. Freddie dropped down 49.5. Yep. Yeah. I'm telling you. There's going to be some run in the football. With the quarterbacks, too. Yeah, I mean, that was an excellent call from Pat. Now, again, everything that I just laid out that's not a negative on either of these teams. That's how good football teams get down. You know what I mean? Like, paying respect on both sides. And I think the Bears defense is going to try to throw some things at Washington. Got to find something. You know, you might not be great, but hell, that gives us. Let me say this. If I were Ben Johnson and I'm thinking, okay, we're not good on defense. All right, well, let's try some stuff out. You know what I mean? The hell? Yeah. I say it as that's exactly how I would be. I like the way Ben Johnson's getting down with this. He's going to do good there. Because he's planting the right seeds. Jared said Deebo Samuel anytime touchdown. There we go. Joe, Bears defense have been the horrible coded fantasy numbers anyway. 10, 11, 10. Yeah, there you go. Right. Like, I agree. Right. Like, I like this Chicago team. And I think that they're getting better by the week. And, you know, another thing with the NFL is that the season is so long. Right. So, and Ben Johnson knows that. It's easy to get carried up like the first month, you know, of the year. And it's like, slow down. Yeah. The tough part is that both the teams can score fast, especially Washington. Yeah. I like the under. All right, so that's the NFL for this week. Let me get the picks back up here, go through those. Again, we're recording this on Wednesday if you're watching later in the week. Don't have player props or anything, but we just like to set the table here. So NFL Week 6, Eagles money line, Lions money line plus 180, Steelers money line, Cowboys money line plus 120, Colts money line, Raiders money line minus 115, Eagles, Giants over 40.5, and then the Cowboys and the Panthers over 49.5. There we go. All right. We will jump out of here and let you go with it because I've taken up, I think, 100 hours in like the last 2 days of your time. So I'll let you get back to it. But we'll be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. I'll get the NFL show clipped and posted up on the YouTube page. My screen is mirrored. Apologies. Yeah, there you go. Right there. Sign up for the free newsletter. We're going to get that going here pretty soon. Getting it all set up right now as we speak. It's just good to see you. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Be live tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. Until then, play a baseball night, baby. Best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Who's got it better than us?